Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Emily in Paris, Season 3, Episode 2. What's it all about? You guys, I am really enjoying getting back into Emily in Paris. This is a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie, this episode kind of frustrated me, so we're going to talk about it. I think I'm frustrated by the fashions most of all. I don't think there's a single good outfit in this episode. Maybe the dress looked good on Sylvie, but even the neckline was awful. We'll talk about it. Let's jump into it. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I go episode by episode. I watch them. I talk about them. I don't know what's going to happen, so I just kind of guess along the way, but it's so much fun, and I'm so glad you're here, and let's dive into this episode. Okay, so we got some beautiful shots of France this episode. You know I love that. I'm all about France, but what the hell is going on with the outfits in this episode? I get it. They always do crazy outfits. I can actually get on board with that. But they got it all so wrong. I hate this jacket on Emily. And honestly, it's hard to mess up Mindy's look, but they managed to do it here. I just don't think it's flattering at all. I don't understand what I'm looking at. It looks like they both crashed into the Easter Bunny. I don't know what's happening here. Come on, Pat Field, step it up. Again, I can get on board with different, and I get that it's France and, you know, they're going for a specific look, but I feel like they've really missed the mark with all of them. I even hate Madeline's look here. The stupid yellow jacket with the belt, and it's just too much. Too much. All right, so Madeline is back 2 weeks after having a baby. She ended up naming the baby Jack. She is there. So in the, you know, I enjoy this show, but I'm the first to admit it's cheesy and it doesn't always make sense. This part doesn't make sense. And what I mean is, why does Emily still have her job with Madeline? No way would Madeline keep her on. She would let her go. Also, there's a huge, unbelievable storyline coming up that we'll get into involving Madeline. It just doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I understand that early episodes they have to set up for later in the season to keep the storylines moving, but I don't know who was drinking what in the writer's room on this one, because I feel like they kind of missed the mark. Okay, so much going on. Sylvie, she's, still working with Julian and Luke. I think I call him Luca because, is that his name? I don't know. His real name is Lucas Bravo, but I think they call him Luke on this. Okay. Emily is trying to talk to Alfie. It's not going well. I had so many people in the comments in the last episode saying you felt like me, that you're not huge into Gabriel anymore, that we're all Team Alfie. Totally with you there. He is so fun to look at, and I think he's very charming. We find out that he got a new job, but we don't know what it is. Of course, we know what it is. He's working as CEO for Antoine. We saw them connect in the last episode, so here we go. Emily doesn't realize it yet because Emily's in her own little Emily world. Okay, so much going on. So Madeline crashes this meeting. She knows that Sylvie has a meeting at Tiffany. Madeline is there. They just keep doing this theme of Madeline is brash and she's bold and she's going after what she wants. Sylvie has the connections to people, and that's what's keeping her in the game. These two are, going up against each other and trying to, Sylvie's trying to get the clients and Madeline's trying to keep the clients. So, of course, when they go up to Antoine is going to be loyal to Sylvie. So, Madeline threatens with her lawyers. That's when we realize, oh gosh, Alfie's working there too, but he hasn't told Emily. So that kind of shows us the status of Alfie and Emily. Not doing so good, not communicating. Okay, can we spend about 4 hours hating on these outfits? I actually will give Madeline a pass because her character just had a baby, so I get it. They're going to dress her a certain way as you would if you just had a baby with layers and maybe trying to cinch things in, or I don't know, whatever. So I'll give her a pass. Emily, not so much. I don't understand what I'm looking at. Don't understand the Easter Bunny coat. I don't understand the stripes underneath. I don't understand the sailor pants. Help me figure this out. Also, I've looked up articles about this. I don't want to know what happens, but just in general, what people's thoughts are. And they refer to Emily's haircut as a trauma haircut. So, yeah. I don't love the bangs personally. I talked about that last episode. Curious to know your thoughts. Let me know. Okay, so from here, Emily's all, I don't know what to do, and goes for a drink. Well, she ends up trying to meet up with Alfie, I think is what it is, but she runs into Camille. What a coincidence, right? Turns out Camille and Gabriel knew that Alfie was staying in town. Dun, dun, dun. So it's hard because they've made Camille a little bit unlikable this season, but after Emily's track record, I don't blame her. It would be hard to trust Emily. Emily, kind of went after her man, right? I don't let Gabriel off the hook either. Somebody had said in the comments, I love the comments, that you can't stand his new haircut. I'm with you there. It's hard to mess up Gabriel, and they seem to do it. So it turns out Alfie asked them not to say anything about him staying, and Camille basically has to put Emily in her place and be like, well, you don't have the best track record for being honest, so you don't get to lecture me. And I actually was Team Camille on that one. So we see her and Alfie having this dinner, and he explains that he and Antoine had bonded at the party that Emily didn't show up to, where she threw him a goodbye party. And he asked him to lunch. They hit it off. He asked him to be CFO, I guess, because he's in finance, I believe. Anyway, it just shows that they're not communicating. He leaves on a sour note. He just can't with Emily, and he's like, it's been nice to see you, and gives her a kiss and leaves. Emily talked to Mindy. We get to see Mindy and Emily together. Again, what the hell is Mindy wearing? What's with the weird rainbow plaid on everybody? What's going on there? I know it's a blanket, but what are we doing? Okay, so then we go to Sylvie, Julian, and Luke, and they have no clients. So we're finding out what should be, their thriving business not going so well. There's mention of this event at, what is that guy's name? Pierre, what is it? Cadeau, whatever. He's having an event. She'll have a dress sent over. But other than that, that's their one client. They don't have much going on. Madeline is pointing out that they have non-compete clauses, so they can't go after the clients that they were working with, right? They can't just try to poach the ones that they had. The only one that's pushing back on this is Antoine, because of his relationship with Sylvie. But Emily takes it upon herself to meet with Luke and says, hey, we got to do something about this. We got to fix this situation. Luke goes to talk to Madeline and pitches president. They're looking for a president of Savoir. And she's like, oh yeah, Luke, you'd be a great president. He's like, no, not me. Sylvie. So this is where it becomes unbelievable to me, because the idea is that Madeline's supposed to eat humble pie and beg for Sylvie to come back. And I understand the idea. Madeline is hard up, needs a president, and Sylvie is kick-ass at it. But Madeline's personality would not allow her to eat humble pie. I'm sorry, it wouldn't happen. And Sylvie's personality will not allow herself to come back to this position. So I just don't believe this storyline. The other thing that bothered me is this outfit on Emily. What the hell is happening? Luke decides to invite Emily and Madeline as his plus ones to this Pierre Cadeau event. Now we meet this very hot guy, by the way. He said his name in passing. I didn't catch it. It's fine. We'll get it the next time, I'm sure. But basically, his dad owns this big company that runs all these fashion houses, and they do the marketing in-house because Emily's trying to, get hers on the opportunity front there. But he's like, no, we do our own marketing. Thanks a lot. But they agree to meet for a drink sometime, so there's definitely going to be something there. Meanwhile, it's a couture car crash. We see Sylvie come in and Madeline come in, and they're wearing the same thing. Now, I love this dress. I'm partial to Sylvie. I think she looks gorgeous. Don't love the neckline, but I understand what it was trying to accomplish. I actually thought they both were carrying, was it parasols with them? Those little umbrellas, because I didn't understand that it was the neckline. But I think Sylvie looks gorgeous. I mean, I gotta give it to both actresses, right? They're both gorgeous. But I think Sylvie looks gorgeous here. I think it really suits her. I love seeing the opening in the back there. Flawless. Okay. So again, it's a weird scene where they're trying to get Madeline to beg Sylvie back. For some reason, Madeline's doing it, and Sylvie acts like she's gonna fall for it, and then she's like, no, I'm not doing it, fuck off, I got this. Well, just as that happens, shocker to nobody, that Pierre Cadeau, their only client, announces that basically, I don't think he's retiring, but he's giving the company over to that handsome guy that Emily was talking to, whose dad owns the fashion companies. Yeah, they're going to take on Pierre Cadeau, which, they handle their own public relations. They will no longer need Sylvie. I keep calling her Sophie. I'm so sorry. Sylvie and her team. Well, Luke and Julian are mad at Sylvie because she didn't even consult them when she turned down Madeline's offer. Meanwhile, Sylvie gets a text from that guy whose name I couldn't remember. Now we find out it's Nicholas. Nicholas texts her and says, hey, meet me for lunch. So she goes. The company that he works for that his dad owns is NMA. They deal with all these fashion houses. They do their own public relations. And Sylvie's like, I don't understand why I'm here. And he says, well, how about I bring you on to deal with Cadeau exclusively? And she's like, that's all well and good, but I have several clients. And he says, no, you don't. I know he's your only one, so you got to come work for us. You have to decide by tonight. So we get to see, she talks to Luke and Julian about, they're all celebrating, hugs and smiles. Sounds like it's going to work out for now. Mindy is singing. I love when we get to see Mindy singing. We see Emily there with Gabriel and Camille. Alfie arrives. Things are still cold. Okay. At the end of Mindy singing, her bandmates, Benoit and the other guy, say, you can see us performing, whatever location they perform, but you can see Mindy performing at that jazz club. Remember, she had turned down the offer because they didn't want her band? Well, her band found out about it, and they love her so much. They're like, girl, you got to do it. So she's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So it's exciting. I'm glad Mindy gets the opportunity, but I don't understand why he wouldn't allow her bandmates to come. But I understand. I guess it's for the drama storyline. Meanwhile, Emily decides to get up on stage and try to break the ice with Alfie. That's hard to say. The ice with Alfie. And how does she do it? She sings, "What's It All About, Alfie?" Apparently it's a famous song I'm not familiar with, but cool. She sings it, and he says, Cooper, what do I have to do to get you to stop singing? And he kisses her. And I gotta say, man, he's sexy when he talks, right? I love that accent. I think he's so good looking. Good for him. Plants a big old kiss on Emily. I guess I should say good for her. And that's how the episode ends. She made this big gesture. I'm sure this will come up for Gabriel. Like, he'll all of a sudden have renewed feelings for Emily, but for now, I'm going with this. Good for Emily and Alfie. You guys, that's it for the episode. I can't wait to see what happens next. As I was saying, Christmas is coming. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And I'm going to try to I'm definitely going to keep going with the show. I'll see how it works out. It may be after the holidays that I put out more episodes. Just depends on timing. But check back lots. Thanks for being here. Hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.